Hi everyone, welcome back to the Reclaimed Ranch. My name is Tara and today is kind of a different video. We haven't done one of these in a really long time. I am going to take you along thrifting with me. We're going to go to the Value Village, we're going to go to Goodwill, and then we're also going to go to a really cool place called Thorpe's Fruit Stand and Antique Mall. Kind of in between Ellensburg and Cle Elum off of I-90 in Washington State. And I want to show you that place because it's an amazing place for antiques. Like, there's so many vendors there. They have gorgeous items, just really cool things, and I never leave empty-handed. So I'll let you kind of relax, listen to some music, take you thrifting, and then we'll look at all the goodies at the very end. Hope you enjoy.
red lights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you.
When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road it's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever ago. This town's so quiet this time of year, with the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever.
everyone. I hope you enjoyed going thrifting with me at the Value Village, the Goodwill, and Thorpe's Fruit and Antiques Mall. I really recommend, if you're on I-90 heading west in between Ellensburg, Cle Elum area, Thorpe's is right off the freeway there. So definitely go and check it out, because I didn't even hit the tip of the iceberg with all the vendors that we saw today. There's 2 huge floors full of vendors, and they are absolutely amazing. So let's get into the haul and I'll show you what we got. So from the Value Village now, I did go 2 separate times. And the first one I didn't film, but when I first walked in, I saw this beautiful brass horse head, and he is huge, 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 huge. Says made in India on the bottom. And I'm not really sure about this darker spot on the bottom here. My aunt kind of likes it, but I think it's more regal, traditional to have all brass. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I may try and remove this coloring here, but I'd be interested to know what you guys think, or if I should just leave it. But I do think I'm going to put him up on my website for sale. So, and I got him for $12.99, which was a steal. And then if you've been following me at all, you know that I am an ironstone lover. I collect it. I can see it from a mile away. And I came across these little guys. These are Homer Laughlin, which is my favorite. Just little oval dishes, and you get the stack of 3 for $3.99. So I thought that was a great deal as well. And then this cup is also an ironstone. It's a buffalo. And just a great kitchen coffee cup. Also just to put on a stack of plates with a little bit of greenery, just to give it a pop. And I do have a bunch of ironstone mugs above my Keurig, just for looks, but they could be used, I guess, if needed. Came across this little cutie. This little lemon creamer. I love blue and yellow for the summertime. Super cute. Not sure. DePinto Amand? Not sure what that is. So if you guys know, let me know in the comments where it is or where it might have come from. And it was $5.99. A little high for a creamer, but I loved the colors and the painting on them. So here is a little blue and white teapot. It's in great condition, and it has the lid, of course, and it's $6.99, but yellow was 50% off that day, so I got it for a few dollars, and there is a signature on the bottom. Now, I do love like old rusty, crusty wood salvage pieces, so I came across this. Could be a bedpost or a leg of some sort, but they're always fun to take these screws out and then just be able to like put a bird on top or what have you. It's $4.99. So we'll see about doing an upcycle on that. Then there's these cute little birds. I am loving birds nowadays. These look really kind of vintage to me, and they are actually. So I believe, I don't know. They're not quail because they don't have the little things. Anybody have an idea of, I can't think of the name of it. Is it a partridge or, not sure. Cute little birds, and there's a pair of them. They were $5.99 each. Looks like they were hand painted. And then on the bottom, it is handmade. It says to Bob Cap 73. So I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, they are old. They're older than me. So I will probably be cleaning those up and putting those on the website. And then, of course, I cannot pass up copper if it's at a really good deal. And this was $6.49, which is a little high. But I don't see these pieces very often. And so normally there's an inscription on the bottom, but I can't read it. But it looks like a little spittoon to me. But it'd be cute with like little piece of greenery or some florals. I was looking for a piece, but I don't have any right near. And it was $6.49. So I'll probably put that up on the website. Again, another copper item. Now this is hammered copper bowl. Beautiful. It does not have anything on the bottom. Looks like it's handmade. It was $6.99. So look at the size difference with their copper pieces and 50 cents more. Like, it's kind of crazy. Not loving the red handles. Usually they are brass or copper. So I think this was painted. So I'm going to try and take that off and bring it back to its natural beauty. And we'll see what we can do with that then. Then I came across this beautiful bowl, mixing bowl. Like the color, it's kind of like a peachy color, but then it's got acorns and leaves all the way around the edge. There is no inscription on the bottom, so I'm not sure, but it was $6.99 for a pretty good size mixing bowl. So I went ahead and snatched that up. Then you might think I'm crazy, but I got this super big pink popcorn tin. It was $2.99, but again, yellow was half off, so $1.50. I have some plans for this, so be watching on YouTube soon. We're gonna be making this over. And then I came across in the middle aisle, this guy. Actually, this is a different store. So let me see. One last item from the Value Village. My best find of the day. So this was running. They have an area where you can plug in your electronics to make sure that they work. And this was sitting on the floor running. And there was a guy kind of next to it. So I thought maybe he was testing it out, but then looking at something different. So I asked him, I said, "Are you buying this?" And he's like, "No, And so I kind of looked around and nobody was around. So I was like, okay, cool. Unplugged it and put it in my cart because it was only $12.99. Wait till you see this. It's one of those little cute fireplace space heaters, you guys. $12.99. And he was like, "Oh, I should have said yes, I was buying that." But yeah, it's like perfect. So it's going to go in my English garden bedroom for wintertime. I thought that was a steal. So that's the bargain of the day there. And oh, I guess I'm not done. And then we, of course, saw the huge tobacco basket for $9.99. Absolutely love this piece. It's broken, it's old and dingy, and it's perfect. I love it. So I'm not sure, I'm not loving this rope right here. So I think I'm going to take that out and then just have a natural wood. But I do probably want to put a nice wreath in there. Still debating on whether to keep it for myself or sell it. So we'll see where we end up with that. And I believe that's all from the Value Village. Now the rest of the table is all Goodwill. So let's see. Let me get... So I found 4 of these little jars. They are $2.99 each. And they have this orange gasket and they look a little older. They're not super clean or anything, which I love. And then I found this guy. This is 1.5 liters. It says made in Italy. It was $4.99. But what I plan on doing is putting like old clothespins, wooden bobbins, nails, buttons, all kinds of weird odds and ends of vintage items, and then sell those as is because they make great decor pieces. And then I have a ginormous square one that was $5.99. So I love these kind of glass jars where you can put decor in them and see all the beauty. And then, of course, we saw the little pig with the wings. Now, at first I thought this was brass, but I honestly don't think it is. Let's check. I'm gonna see if... No, it's not magnetic, so maybe it is. It feels a little heavy, but yeah, I don't know. I almost thought it was like ceramic. It kind of sounds like metal. Anyway, but I thought he was super cute, and he was only $5.99. So we'll put him up on the website. Then I found a pack of 50 tea lights, battery operated tea lights for $9.99. So they're 20 cents a piece, which I am kind of letting the cat out of the bag, but I'm starting a subscription box, home and lifestyle subscription box in the fall. And I've got some really cool items already picked out for the first 6 months, but this may come in handy down the road, so that's why I picked these up. And then the same thing for these. These are little tins to make candles in. So that's gonna be one of the items in the box. So these were $7.99 for quite a few of them. I don't know how many exactly, but those can be my testing candles. And then I came across, again, this is like my summertime colors, blue and white and yellow and a little bit of green. It's beautiful. Now it does have this marking here. Not sure what that is. It's $4.99. And then it has a signature on the bottom. So I just have an obsession with creamers, I guess. I don't know, but they're fun. And then I've seen these kind of things, the Mexico folk art painting stuff. This reminded me of it. It doesn't have any signature on the bottom. It does say Mexico, but I just was really intrigued with the colors. Love the blue and the kind of like the mauve, not mauve, but maroon color, I guess. I just thought it was really, really pretty. And that one was $4.99. Now I'm always on the lookout for glass cloches that have the clock in them usually, but those ones I find are plastic all the time. This one was $5.99, but it was handmade, so from IKEA. But I'm gonna take this off and put a nice wooden base on it, and then I can put something fun underneath. And I kind of kicked myself in the video. You probably saw that beautiful hand-blown cloche for $9.99. I went past that thing 3 times thinking, oh, do I want it? Do I not? Because if I thought about selling it, then it might break and shipping. So I was kind of like, no, I'm just going to leave it. And now I'm kind of kicking myself. But here's another creamer, and it's Homer Laughlin, which is my favorite. Made in the USA, J36 and 8. But super, super cute little spring pattern of florals on there, and it was only $3.99. So, and it looks like it has some kind of a gold or silver rim on it, which is cute. And then I came across this chicken. Now it's not signed on the bottom. I may do an upcycle on this. I'm not loving the colors. Let me know if you guys love the colors. I can go ahead and put it up on the website as is. Otherwise, she may get a more neutral finish. But it was only $7.99, so had to grab her. And then, of course, you have your enamel farmhouse pitcher, and it was $5.99. Now this day I went, green was on sale, so it was only a few bucks. And Sonnet's Garden Blooms has her Flippin' Frenzy coming up, where the membership group that she has, we have like 19 people that are involved in this Flipping Frenzy. And what we do is I will send 5 items to someone. I will get 5 items from someone different, and then we upcycle them and have this huge long YouTube videos where you can watch it constantly and see what everybody got and how they upcycled, and it's kind of fun. So this may be going to my person, we'll see. And then, of course, again, Homer. I call him Homer. But this is a huge ironstone bowl. Like, it's probably like a salad bowl or a serving bowl of some kind. But I don't come across this size very often, and it was $4.99. So I had to grab that up. And this is a Made in England teapot. It is missing the top, but I love putting florals or greenery in there. Thought this was an interesting shape, great size handle. It's beautiful and no chips or cracks. It's in great condition, and I paid $5.99. And then this little guy, see, I tell you what, these creamers, they get me every time. But look at the details, so pretty. Love this handle. Says Maryland, Japan on the bottom. So, not sure, but this is gorgeous. Really, really pretty. Paid $3.99 for that one. And then I also have an obsession with fixing clocks. And I came around this and saw this guy. It's heavy metal. And I'm kind of liking the finish on this. Now I have another one a little bit different, but they're both from Pottery Barn. And I think what I want to do is I want to get them a little bit more rusty and make sure they're working good, and then we'll get them up on the website. Paid $7.99 for that one. So a little upwards on the price, but Pottery Barn is super expensive. And I usually on my Whatnot shows have a brass and copper collection. So again, green was the day of 50% off. It's 3 cups for $7.99. So I got them for $4 for all 3, which was a great deal. And then I came across this piece. I have one that I got from the Goodwill bins recently. So I probably paid like $1 for that one. Paid $5.99 for this. But again, it was the yellow day, so got it for half off. And Taunton, Massachusetts, Coppercraft Guild, I think is what it says on the bottom. So we'll be putting this guy, we'll clean him up and put him on the website. And then I saw this. Now this piece had this, they made a hole in the edge and put this knob on there. Not sure what they were doing with that because the other side doesn't have it. I mean, it'd be cool if there was like little handles maybe. Not really sure, but I'm going to go ahead and plug that up, repaint it, redistress it, and it's a nice like double little piece of wood. Great for a centerpiece on a table with some greenery and candles. Would be fun. And then of course I love pottery. Those cobalt blues and those teal colors, just, they get me every time. This is a gorgeous piece. I love it when they do the half and half. Like this part's still that same pottery kind, and then the glaze drips down. Pretty good size. And it does have a stamp on the bottom. Looks like it's like Chinese or Japanese, not sure what the writing is on that. It was $9.99. It was not on sale, but this piece is just too beautiful to leave behind. So I snatched that one up. And then I got, I'm not in love with this frame, but sometimes you just got to get the picture because of what's inside. Or the opposite, you don't like the picture and you got to get the frame. I love this watercolor. Sorry, this is a little hard. There we go. Hard to see. Beautiful blues and greens, and it looks like it's on mulberry paper maybe. But I'm going to take the paper out and I'm going to do something fun with it. Either it's going to go into a different frame or I don't know. We'll find out though. We'll figure something out. But I loved it too much to leave it behind, and I paid $9.99, which is a little high for a piece of watercolor, but that's okay. And then I came across this beauty, and it is it's signed, and I don't know, it's not a print. It's kind of a weird canvas, but look at this painting. It's so beautiful. And the frame itself, I really, really like. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it this color or if I should change it to, it's kind of like a champagne gold right now. Let me know what you guys think, if I should go more vintage gold with this or leave it as is or paint it white and distress it back. What do you guys think? But this picture is beautiful. Love it. And I paid $14.99 for it, but it's heavy duty. It just says it was made in the USA. So, I don't know, but couldn't resist it. Gorgeous piece. And that one may be going in the store because it's kind of heavy to ship. And then from the Thorpe's Fruit and Antique Mall, like I said, the whole bottom floor is like all like fresh produce, and they're known for their Rainier cherries, so I got a bag of those, and their asparagus, and then the upper 2 levels are all vendors and just awesome. Now I don't go away with a whole lot from there because you can see the pricing from the video. They're a little expensive, but hey, you know, it's worth it. So you saw these beauties. Now these are brass and they're heavy, but I love this design right here. I don't see that often, and they are, I believe, 12 inches. I don't remember, but only $12 each, and that is a steal. So I did get both of those for a pair, and I will probably be listing these onto the website. And then there was that one place that had all the sifters hanging up, and this one I thought was super cool. Folly Sift Shine triple screen, but it's got rust, it's got crust, it's got cool yellow, still works, and it was $9.95, but it's one of those really big ones, kind of crusty, but I love it. I think it's so cool. And then I came across, of course, more copper. A lot of the copper there was pretty expensive. But look at the size of this. This is some kind of a trinket bowl, or it could be a centerpiece. It's got some, looks like pine cones and needles in the middle, and it was only $12. And then it's got the imprint on the bottom as well with this kind of a design. It's so pretty. Love it. And then for a friend of mine, Miss Sonnet from Sonnet's Garden Blooms, she's a master gardener. And so she loves to collect like old brass nozzles from back in the day when they used to use those for watering, or like the faucet things that you turn, spigots. I don't remember. I'm having trouble with my brain. But I saw this. This is a 12-inch. It says antique fire hose nozzle. I was like, oh my gosh. How cool is that? Now it was kind of pricey. It was $52.50, but how often do you come across something like this? So the minute I saw it, I texted her. I said, do you want me to get this? This is pretty cool. She's like, absolutely. So I will be sending that to her, but these are some of the really cool finds that you can find out there. It's kind of like in the middle of Washington State, where they can kind of get a conglomeration of like some of the Seattle stuff, some of the Spokane stuff, all the surrounding areas into this one stand, and you just, I mean, you can't walk out there with not having something in your hand. There is something for everyone there. And so highly recommend, if you're in the Washington State area, travel to the Thorpe's Antique Mall and Fruit Stand. It's definitely worth it. So sorry there's no DIYs today. I'm currently going back and forth with a family member who's fallen really ill, so I've been helping take care of him, and so, you know, we're gonna get minimal stuff, but I'm still trying to put content out, so just be patient with me. I'm hoping to start my garden decor room in the next couple of weeks, so we'll have like a series of going from start to finish on that, so that'll be fun. And let me know in the comments what your favorite thing is. I mean, it's really hard for me to pick, but this, I mean, seriously, I'm a horse lover. So this just has my heart, and he may need to actually stay with me. I don't know, but we'll see. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Monday with either some thrift flips, or we're gonna start painting that bedroom. We'll see you then, guys. Bye.